Friday. Oh, well, a little late, 7:02. Oh, and oh my goodness. Are you serious right now? Battery's totally dead. That's amazing. I didn't plug it in. All right. Well, some days, every day is like that. Oh my gosh. All right. Well, shame on me. Uh, I'm gonna have one more peanut, just one. Hey, William. How are you? So I don't. I was going to try and write 1%. Yeah, if the juice ran out, I was going to try and write uh like an update, and I couldn't even write an update on this app. This app is weird, man. Why did see? Of course, now I got to fight to get the peanut out. All right, this will be my last peanut. I promise. I don't eat a lot of peanut, but when I do, they're like potato chips. I go all in. All right, let's wait in. Peanuts. So this woman who shoots this 20-year-old, she got 2 years. She's going to be out in a year. On good behavior, she's going to be out in a year. It's just sheer, you know. Uh, um, I don't know how you can justify it. You know, yeah, I think justice was denied. I think the same people who play these happy to throw the book at you games and protect bad cops have done it again, right? Whether you're willfully mean spirited or incompetent, right? So yeah, that's the last one. I promise. All right. Peanut butter boy. She got. I want to say she got 10 years. Um, but people wanted her to get more. She wasn't charged right. But we can look it up. I need to open this up. I need to pop open one of these. Then I need to move that here. Then I need to move this here. All right. Yeah. Once I have a goal for this whole restreamer, and I'm close to it before we officially move over. But I was thinking, we're gonna look that up. But I was thinking, we used to number these things, right? It's harder to come up with a title all the time. Excuse me, man. Whew. Still chewing on that peanut. Um, Hard to come up with a title all the time, especially if you stream like us, right? So I ran out and I got a book, write titles down and things like that. And I was like, I might just go back to the numbers. The numbers were strong, but now, how many shows have we done since we started doing shows? Right? It's been 8 months of weekly streams, right? For the first 5 months, it was daily streams. For the first 3 months, it was 5 hour streams. And for the first like 2 months, it was twice daily streams before we calmed the fuck down, for God's sakes. Um, and then they switched up the app and we're not a fan, but that's neither here nor there. Uh, what would it even be? What would the number even be? Then I was thinking, well, we can just start from January, right? Start the new year, start a new logbook. How many shows is that? I want to say that's about 50 from January 1st. That would have been 50. So I think we're going to go back to numbering the shows. I'm going to work out from the 1st of January of this year. And then we're going to do that. And some shows will have titles, some shows won't, some shows will have themes, some shows won't. But we'll keep a decent sort of flow in our head. Because I'm always going, we spoke about that on this show. But I can't ever say, this way we can look back and have like a loose log of, on this day we spoke about Tiger Woods and his bullshit. Oh, this day we talked about me and how bad I am at guitar. This is more of a vlog, quite frankly. Yeah. So we got into OBS to play this thing, but that's gonna happen on Twitch. While I got you here, if you run across this, please like and subscribe. I'm hoping trillions and trillions and trillions and trillions of people will discover this in the ages to come. Get back in there. And find that in those archives there was some good jokes and world peace. All right, well, we're Kim Potter is a new one. Who's the old one? Woman. Okay, all right. Woman. So you're talking about, she got 10 years. Amber Geiger given 10 years in prison for killing man in his apartment. And they wanted her to get more. There's a federal law that if you kill a dog cruelly, it's a mandatory federal crime of 5 years in prison. That's killing an animal. And I love animals, but don't get it twisted. And the guy who's supposed to get 14 years for killing Laquan McDonald, he did 3 years and he's out. So it's just kind of like, why am I even listening to you? I keep saying it's going to come down to chaos. And I don't think I'm wrong. I'm going to have one more peanut. Just one more peanut. All right. I've been working on my bar chords. 30 days of bar chords. I was going to see stuff like that. That's a theme. And just to keep track of when to do what shows. So like I said, I want to come in here and just like, so like Twitter go, hey, not going to be streaming at 2 today because quite frankly exhausted. But I couldn't even do that. I came to the thing. I couldn't, maybe I don't know how. I couldn't write an update. That's fine. You can't write an update on YouTube either. I mean, I get it, right? Can't really write an update on Twitch either. I get it. But I was like, ugh. How do I tell people I'm not going to be there? I was like, yeah, fuck it. No disrespect. But I was just kind of like, oh, man, I'll see them tonight because we stream every Friday this year, which is another thing, right? Some are short things, some are long things. 30 days is a short thing. A full year of streaming every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. That's a larger thing. So once we get halfway there, we'll feel good. We're like, ooh, we're chasing the dream. We're close. Once we get into November, we'll be like, ooh, I can smell the victory. But right now, these are the first few forays into like this thing. So look, it's where are we? We're in February. My dad's birthday was yesterday. Happy belated birthday, Dad. We're midway through February, right? Still not drinking, still playing guitar, right? So it's a game of discipline and wanting to do it. there'll be a ton of people who going, sorry about that. There'll be a ton of people, good Lord, who are happy to be cynical about, oh, you joined the gym, you didn't go. Yeah, but you know what? They're playing the odds that you're going to fail. So they may be right about most people, but you should make sure that they're wrong about you, right? So when they go, he ain't going to quit smoking, or he ain't going to do this, or she ain't going to do that, you should give them the, all right, let's see about that. I love my family, but like when they found out I was teaching myself guitar, they were like, oh. And I know, I get it. I respect it. They're my family. They know me, right? They know the things I like, the things I've gotten up to over the years. So, but here I am. 8 months in. Here's my problem. This is my problem. I'm going to show you my problem. All right. C chords, I'm having trouble with. This is my C chord. First of all, I need to do something about my nails because they're freaking filthy. Ugh. I got weak hands because, guitar playing is hand exercise, quite frankly, hand strength. And so give them credit. Oh, I wonder what that said. But here, right, it needs to be, this little hinge joint is not, it doesn't have a lot of leverage. So when I do it by itself, it's even hard. And on top of that, because I can tell because I have calluses on all my fingers but this one, which means that this one has not been in the game like the others. See, this should be clear. And I can feel it like right in here, and I can feel it right over here. So whatever that is, I'm just kind of like, oh. So I've started doing 30 days of that's horrible too. 30 days of spiders. Where's a pick? Should be down here. Yeah. Yeah, that's why they removed those tanks. They're going to invade. The question is, what are we going to do about it? Anybody want to go to war in Russia? It's totally a doable thing. Don't get it twisted. Right. G A B C. Yeah. Yeah. All right. That was horrible. Yeah, I've got this paper on my desk. I was trying to burn it into my eye. It's on my table, and I was in the other room trying to remember this, and I'm surprised. Well, I'm not. Well, I'm not surprised, but I remembered it. I was right. Um, so remembering this stuff is coming along nicely. It's just that my G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. F, G. Well, okay. That meant, well, I don't know why I didn't put that together sooner. That actually makes sense. This is a B flat major, and this is a B major. All right. Yeah, so let's the Ukraine. I'm sorry. Rabbit holes, man. Ooh, all right. So, I mean, are we going to war in the Ukraine against the Russians and the Chinese and the Iranians because they have like their own NATO amongst them? So it's going to become a conflagration. So is that really what's going to happen here? I don't know. I don't know. I don't. I don't think so. Um, I think the people in power know that the American population is just fucking tired of war. They wanted the last one to end, and the last one just ended. Was it? Was it? It wasn't 4 months ago. When did it end? He was president, right? And it was after Christmas. No, it was before Christmas. Was it before Thanksgiving? This is sad because this was recent. All right, let's look. When did this was a few months ago? I have no bearing on when it was though, which is weird in my head. Um, August. By August 31st, right? So they were out by September, October, November, December, January, February. Okay, it was just 6 months ago. Could I believe I could not remember that? I was like, no, it wasn't before summer. Man, here's the problem. What is this? This is what happens when you give people your text messages. Uh, I actually might need to take them up on that and change my windshield wipers and get some windshield wiper fluid. I actually need to get my oil changed too. Uh, I need to come up with something to practice my bar chords. It should be the scales, right? It should be A B C D E F G A, right? Or C D E F G A B C or whatever. But it should be a scale, so it should be C. Well, there's everything. Okay, C major, D minor, E. I'm sorry, C major, E minor, C major, D minor, E minor, C D E F major, ABC. See, this is the thing. Like, yeah, I have to read it on paper. Um, C D E F G A B C. It's whole half. So it's C major, D minor, uh, E minor, F major, G major, A minor, B diminished if I remember right. Yes, I did it. I remembered it. All right. I just need to be able to pull, but well, I'm just happy I know it. I don't think I'm gonna need it. Well, I don't think I'm gonna be quizzed on it. But I think I know it enough to like if I see it on a piece of paper, I can go, oh, I know what this is. It's like sounding out those big words when we read when we read news stories. Speaking of news stories, where's my phone? So do we even want to read about this 2-year sentence, which is bullshit? Yeah, I think that sentence is ridiculous. Um, the California. I mean, Gavin Newsom is really trying to be somebody's vice president or run for president. Here's the problem: the homeless situation in California is really bad. This is what happens when you have beautiful weather and you lay out a come to California and be a movie star or whatever. A lot of failed movie stars are now living on the street, right? People who lived there forever can't afford to live there. Lived on the street. I drove by a place today, uh, and there was this car, and it was full of stuff. And the only place that you could see was the driver's seat had nothing in it, but the back seat was piled. You couldn't see out of the back window. You know what happens when that happens? When they get pulled over, the cops are going to take the car as a hazard. And if you've been living in your car, you lose the car with all your shit in it. You're never going to get back. So if you're living out of your car, that's the real threat. Once you can't live in your car and you've broken a law, they cut you loose. Where do you go? Homeless. It's sinister. People are fucking crazy taking homeless people. I'm gonna take in some random stranger. I mean, what? Don't gaslight me. You are failing me, government. You should be doing something about this. Don't ask me to take somebody in. Oh my god. Duh. Three things your dreams reveal about yourself. We should read that. Yeah. Read on the web. Well, I can do that now. Three things your dreams reveal about yourself. That is a weird sounding title. Three things your dreams reveal about yourself. Is can you say yourself? Maybe that's it. Can you say yourself? I guess you can. You have to go yourself to get that. Okay. Three things your dreams reveal about yourself. It sounds weird. Three things my dreams reveal about myself. No, that's right. It doesn't. It would be revealed about me. Three things your dreams reveal about you makes it hits the ear better. Three things your dreams reveal about you is what this should have been titled. Three things your dreams reveal about yourself is what it's called. Who wrote this? Sarah J. All right. Not even gonna ask. The cryptic imagery of dreams fascinates and mystifies everyone, even those steeped in dreams research. But what are the dreams for? And what do they tell us about everyday lives? It's a good question. We have all experienced powerful dreams, we have all experienced a powerful dream or two in our lives. This is true. And the effects they have on our daily lives have been studied for years. There are commonly held dream themes. There are commonly held dream themes, some of which are strange, evolving things that would never happen in waking life. They are responsible for some of the most powerful art out there. Some would even say there's a doorway to the world, to other worlds. I agree. I believe that. What let's say every idea you thought up happened in some realm, right? You were sort of some imagining God, like so whatever dream, daydream, story that never got, those characters will populate someplace, right? Who's to say that all this right now isn't someone's imagination, right? This is why I loved philosophy when I was in s- school for the little time I was in school. The idea that it's so the teacher I think asked us, I forgot who, uh, what if how can you prove that you exist? And we had everyone had 1,000 questions. And he said, if I shut my eyes and plug my ears, you all go away. Right? How do I even know that this isn't just some psychosis? Some people see, pink elephants, other people talk to God and Jesus standing right there, right? Other people see demons. Maybe I just see classes. Maybe none of this is real. Think of how fanciful that this is. Me talking to the world, right? This wasn't possible 25 years ago. Maybe this isn't real. Maybe maybe that car accident I had, maybe I'm someplace in a veg and it was seamless. Well, not seamless. I did wake up in the hospital. How can I prove I'm alive? How can I prove you're out there? How can I prove you guys aren't figments of my imagination? Or how can you prove that this whole thing isn't? Because once you cut this off, I'm gone forever. Yeah. Some say there are doorways to other worlds, but what are dreams and what do they tell us about who we fundamentally are? The truth may surprise you. What are dreams? Dreams occur in the rapid eye movement, REM cycle of sleep, where the brain is most active and most like the awakened brain. Most active and most like the awakened brain, really. The length of our dreams varies, and the occurrences, remembrances, and understanding the dreams depend greatly on the individual having them. Dreams have several biological purposes. They help us process our emotions, reinforce our memories, clean up our mental space, and assist in standard sleep functions. How do you know that? How do you know that? How do you know that? Some people don't dream. Sorry. Some people don't dream. Some people only have nightmares. Some people only have nightmares because your inner life is dark sometimes. And only thing they can do is take tranquilizers to essentially knock them out. So they get rest, but they don't dream. I actually believe that those people are the people, it's just my opinion, those people are the people who get like brain diseases. I think this whole thing, your brain has to clean itself. And I think it does that through sleep. Uh, I also think like you can rot your brain with some of the things you do, drugs and alcohol, right? And I think as a young person, you recover from it nicely. You should do it, knock yourself out, go crazy. But you shouldn't ever do anything that takes you out of the game. So like heroin and that stuff like that, that you have to fight 30 years to get your life back. No, like some weed here, some alcohol there, some partying, some fighting, some running amok. Do all that. Get that shit out of your system. Do it while you're young. Because you can't do that shit when you're 35, 40, 45, 50. Right? It's a window for all things. So every season, t- t- what's the word? Wait, what's the lyric? To everything, turn, turn, turn. There is a season. That's wrong, isn't it? To every season, there's a turn. No. To everything. Good Lord, I'm not gonna look that up. I'm not gonna look it up. To everything, there's a. Ugh. The birds turn, turn, turn. To everything, turn, turn, turn. There is a season, turn, turn, turn. And time to every purpose under heaven. A time to be born, a time to die. Here we go. A time to plant, a time to reap, a time to kill, a time to. There's a time to kill, a time to heal, a time to laugh, a time to weep. To everything, turn, turn. There is a season. A time to build, a time to break down, a time to dance, a time to mourn. Yeah, we get it, but man, whew, melancholy motherfuckers. Y'all need to calm down. Have a drink. Oh, all right. Um, are people taking in the homeless? All right, so are we gonna finish reading this? Or have we read enough? Essentially, the three we read two of the three. Why don't we read the third one? What are dreams? All right, dreams interpretation through history. What dreams tell us? Okay, while dreams something about personality research that tells the brain functionality from other da, 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 da. Studies conducted the last decades have examined the link between dreams and multiple personality disorder. What? What do dreams tell us? More recent dream. I don't want to read the whole thing. I'm skimming this. All right, hold on. While dreams in their real core have something to tell us about personality, recent research suggests revealed dreams more generally tell us how our brains function uniquely from other individuals. Psychologists today seem to think that dreams tell us much about our neurobiology. Oh boy, neurobiology. The brain uh, biology, right? Which influences how we navigate waking life. To examine if the dream journals in conjunction with electrocephalographs, neurobiological determine the same basic function occur during dreaming as they do during conscious states without the purview of executive function that is present in waking life. Dreams are simply a reflection of conscious life. Yeah, if something happens at work, you'll dream about that person, right? You might have a dream about some girl dressed in something and you didn't even know that you noticed it. But something in your subconscious was like, oh wow, hey, she looks really nice in that hat, or you know, the maid's outfit, or whatever the heck it might be. Um, all right. They created the whole band. Oh, they credited the whole band. Oh, you talking about the birds? Zah. All right. So Major League Baseball canceled spring training. I'm sick of these people. I'm fucking sick of these people. I'm sick of these people. I mean, millionaires strike more than anybody else. When was the last time there was a strike? It was recent. It was in the last 10 years. Oh boy. Now, I guess I'll watch golf because luckily there's always nice to have a fallback because that always reminds me of spring. I think I'm going to start running again because I'm doing a lot of sitting around. I just don't like basketball, so I can't watch that. I can't watch college football. I just think it's boring. I don't know who to root for or who any of the kids saw, who the stars are. Or, I'll catch a highlight and I'll watch them well, but don't really follow. Clock in at under 10 minutes. This is the world's shortest international commercial flight. 10 minutes. Let's guess. How long does it take to fly over the English Channel? It's got to be longer than 10 minutes because Navy planes flew over, right? Uh, I'm gonna say it's got to be America and Canada. It's got to be in the northeast America and Canada by where what's that place over there? Prince Edward Sound is Washington, Port something. With oh my God, what's the name of that place? It's where America films all the movies when it goes hops above Seattle to film. It's not Prince Edward Island. What the but we're gonna look that place up too. Unlocking the world, seeing travel, then flight double business class, no champagne, 8 minutes from takeoff to landing, no time to chat. The two short flights are from Scotland, Oakland Island clocks in at just 90 seconds. Okay, that's not, but the shortest international commercial flight. British OC, yeah, okay. What's the place I'm thinking of that I thought was a fair hop? And I know the name of the place because they film American TV shows there. What was the name of that TV show that I liked? Vancouver Island? Yeah, Vancouver, British Columbia. I thought that would be the shortest flight because it's so close. Where's the map? I want to see where it is on a map because not my map. Vancouver, British Columbia, you idiot. Uh, Vancouver, BC. Okay, where's my map? There you go. Okay, Canada place. Now, how far is that from America land? Yeah, Bellingham, Washington is right. I thought that would be it. Seattle. Yeah, I thought that would be. I wonder how long a flight that would be. Where's an airport? Oh, I see what the problem is. Where the fuck is the airport? Tacoma. Come on. There's got to be an airport. Where's the airport? Huh. All right, I'm going down a rabbit hole about British Vancouver, so we're not going to do that. All right, the whole band. That's pretty decent. Um, that's a good way to not break the band up. But I also get that if you're the lead singer and I am the songwriter, but what happens is people get big heads and go, "Oh wow, I am the band," because the lead singer's voice generally, you know. But if someone is writing all the music and you leave the band, the 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 sound of the music stays with the band, right? And your uniqueness of the voice goes like so. For instance, the Black Eyed Peas, Fergie left, and I think she had a hit. But the real magic of that band is Will I Am. He's really is a band, right? It's like if you left Prince in the Revolution, Prince is still the band guy. He's writing the songs and he's what people come to hear, right? So it's that. But sometimes Smokey Robinson, right? Other people produce the music and you are the singer. So when you go, I'm sick of being in this band, you can still get other people to produce your music, and you know, like Diana Ross and the Supremes. Martha Willis died penniless and broke, while you know not Donna Summer, Diana Ross is super rich and famous, right? They work together. Maybe they didn't like each other. Why would you look out for your former bandmates? Michael Jackson could not wait. Apparently, could not wait to get apart from his brothers and do his own thing. And the brothers, they were in the band. If they left, I mean, no one really would have kind of cared, even as it would have been a curiosity because it was a family band. Uh, Same thing with the Osmonds. The two Osmonds that were the most notable was Diani, Johnny, and I know this. I grew up with these people. They had a TV show. Johnny and Donnie and Mary, right? So you don't know any of who the other, but they were Mormons. There was a ton of those people. They were the first famous Mormons before Mitt Romney. Donnie, what did I say? Not Donnie and Mary. Donnie Marie. Donnie Marie. Mary Osmond? Marie Osmond? Is it Marie Osmond? Donnie and Marie Osmond. But yeah, there's like 10 of those people, 10 of those kids. They all play instruments, they all sing, and they used to travel around doing the Osmond family band stuff. And when the Jacksons took off, they were like, "We've got that. We got twice that. We can obviously, you know, make a couple of $1 million as a white family Christian band in any of those categories." And they were right. Right? So they made popular Christian songs for Mormons and stuff, but they were also like an anomaly, not an anomaly, but sort of like a white version of the Jackson Five, and it played up in the press, which got them more press, which raised their cachet, made them get more money, sold more records, right? And there was even and the family's so famous, right? Uh, you may know how many Osmond songs do you know? And yeah, so that's the way it works. Some people became agents and producers and directors after they, the two who were famous, uh, who are still famous. Um, wow, they've been famous for 50 years. But yeah, they had that. There was a thing with everybody had bell bottoms, and it was like Michael Jackson and Donny Osmond dancing and singing together, and they were like, "Oh wow, look, they're on TV together. That's great." But this was when they were older. I think this was about when they were maybe like 16, 17. They were about maybe older than that, maybe 20, early 20s. But it wasn't when they were young kids anymore. Maybe not early 20s because Michael Jackson was off the wall in early 20s. So maybe it was like when he was 15, 16, 17. Um, but it was, American anomaly kind of stuff. Uh, I also remember, well, Menudo was Mexican. Didn't we have a Spanish family like this? There had to be other family bands, not just the Jackson and the Osmonds. I mean, I know we have a ton of boy and girl bands, people who aren't related who sing together. Huh. Huh. They yeah, the Jets were really good. That song, I Miss You, that song is beautiful. Oh my God. Wait, is it the Jets who sang I Miss You? That's enough. Good call. The Jets, not the football Jets because they suck. The Jets. Man. Wow, there was a lot of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good job. Minnesota. Tongan family band from Minneapolis, Minnesota. Composed of brothers and sisters Leroy, Eddie, Eugene, Haney, Haini, Haney, Rudy, Kathy with an I, Elizabeth, Moana Wolfgram, that's one name, and Moana Wolfgram, who performed pop, R&B, and dance music. They started performing as a family band in 1977. They were so good. They really were. Some of those songs. Christmas with the Jets. Ah, oh my God. Where's the discography? See if I remember any of these songs. Oh, really? There's a freaking band lawsuit? No, no kidding. It's like Salt and Pepper. Um, the producer wrote all the songs. These are the songs. What are the singles? Crush on You, right? Private Number, You Got It All, right? Good. Brenda K. Starr ended up marrying Babyface. Is that it? Is there more? What am I thinking of? Okay. All right. Well, maybe they didn't maybe they didn't sing that song. But I have her voice in my head, man. I'm going down a lot of rabbit holes today. No, that wasn't them. That was totally another band. All right. I'm gonna have to go through my Jets catalog to see. Ooh, right. Well, the DeBarges were part of that later Motown thing. They were trying to create the Jackson Five as well as Prince, and they all got strung out on cocaine. But I think one of them died. El DeBarge died, right? But yeah, his voice was great. DeBarge. 5 of them. All right. Bobby DeBarge, deceased, is Bunny DeBarge, is Mark DeBarge, is Randy DeBarge, is James DeBarge, is, and Bobby. All right. Yeah. 1983. Those were the days. Uh one more, one more, one more, one more, one more. Are we ending this thing? What time is it? It's 7:50. We have been streaming for about an hour. And it's Friday. I have to come up. Don't forget. Oh, that's right. Don't forget Tavares. I saw it. Why'd you delete it? Why are you deleting all these things? Who turned me on to Tavares a couple of weeks ago? I think there was songs I knew, but I didn't know who made it. Right, because we looked them up. She's gone. Yeah, that's the one. It only takes a minute, girl, to fall in love. That song is just the best fucking song. Heaven must be missing an angel. Cause you're here with me. It's funny, I'm talking to my mom right. So I'm like, Mom, I'm learning the guitar. This is great. haven't learned a song yet. I'm like, what song you like, right? You like um oh, not Otis Redding. What is it? Bill Withers, right? You know, Sunshine when she's gonna write. She's like, I only listen to gospel now. That was Bill Withers. That was a long time. I was like, nah. So, you know, my mom's got religious on me. Well, she's always been religious on me, but now yeah. So I just thought that was funny. Uh, it only takes a minute, girl, to fall in love. Happy much you miss them. More than a woman, and yeah, yeah, man. Oh my gosh. Um. So yeah, Friday. What? I mean, I hope people have something good coming on this your weekend. I'm gonna have one more of these. I could go for some Thai now that I think about it. Here's the thing: I'm trying to save money to buy. You ready for this? A really, really nice guitar. I mean, a really nice guitar. Uh, I mean, a really nice guitar. It's gonna be awesome. So instead of running out and going, just piling it on a credit card, I was like, I do it the old-fashioned way, a little discipline, slow and steady, slow and steady. It's also good because I haven't really picked out the guitar yet. I know what I want though. Peanuts. But I do know what I want. Hmm. Uh, but I don't, man. See, that's another thing. I'm glad that I didn't do. This is why you want to wait, because if I ran out and bought I'm not even gonna say how much it is. It's fair, and just do it on the credit card. What happened is not like 10 weeks, but what if I don't? What if I change my mind? What if this whole thing doesn't last a year? I mean, it's been 8 months. What if I just give it up next week? Then I'm stuck here with a $10,000 guitar, right? You want to get it as a benchmark, and I was gonna buy it for my first year playing. Yeah, 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 yeah. Over a grand. Um, so I was like, you know what? Why would you just pace yourself like you did when you wanted to buy a bicycle as a kid? Just because I think we do one. I think we also just run out and buy like you know stuff a lot. That's how I ended up with two computers. My homie was like, "You can do everything with your PC." I was like, "I like the game on my PC. I know I should do more other stuff with it. I want to do filmmaking and music on an Apple. It's supposed to be simpler. Slow to that too. Um, but and I also like to buy toys, like every guy does. But man, here's the thing. Ugh, wow. Here's the thing. If I can get a good one, a really, really good quality guitar, used, or buy a brand new, really, really, really good guitar, brand new, first one to use it, right? I can have it forever. Versus buying someone's, used $2,000 guitar for 1,000. That'd be cool. Or I could just buy a brand new, really good $2,000 guitar and have it forever, which I like, but only if I'm going to actually learn to do this. So like my shortcomings of this, and I was like, maybe I do it for my year anniversary, or maybe I'll do it for my birthday, which is a year away. It's like I was thinking about buying drums. Remember that? And I was like, I'm just gonna hold off. Just not go fucking bananas. But I mean, and it was in my head for like 2 months before it dissipated. I almost bought a drum kit, and they're not cheap. They are not cheap. And I was like, and then I've learned a lot about drums. I still might get cymbal and a kick and a cymbals, kick, and a snare in here. But first I gotta learn some songs. I finally figured out the first song I think I'm gonna learn. Universal. Meanwhile, I'm just learning all these chords and complaining about my finger. Um, Thank you, William. I appreciate it. Mm, 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 mm. Yeah. All right. So, whew, do we want to come some like? So I was playing Bannerlord. I was gonna stream it, and I was just kind of roundabout two. I was like, not gonna happen. Maybe tomorrow. I can't stream at 2 and then come back and stream at 6. Right? We'll figure it out. I mean, I think I'm overthinking it. I really do think I watch some people's streams and they don't have a show idea. They're just on. They'll play a game. The next week they'll cook something. They'll talk shit. The next time they'll be in a hot tub, and you're like, "What the hell is going on here?" And I'm over here going, "We're gonna do this. We're gonna try and do that. We're gonna do this." I'm always announcing shit like I'm the train conductor, which is fine. No, I think this. Excuse me. I think these whole streams tell a lot about people's personality. What people constantly talk about, what people constantly uh, claim that they want. We'll see what happens. You know what I want? I want to shave my head tomorrow. That's what I want. Whew. Was it supposed to rain all day today? It didn't. Is it raining yet? No. Still no rain. Weatherman is fucking up. Fuck it up. It's supposed to rain at like 7 a.m. and it hasn't rained yet, which is fine. But I'm just kind of like, how can you be this strong and make 200 grand a year? Ugh. Oh yeah, yeah. All right, so I think we've run out of topic. Water. Let's go check the news one more time. It's 8. Hmm. Okay, here's the thing. Russia attacking Ukraine. What are we going to do about it? Nothing. He said he's not sending soldiers, so this is Europe's problem. Hate to say it, Trump said you guys are not fucking ready. Get on your shit. What are y'all doing? And all the NATO hated Trump. And now NATO's back to being bullshit. And they need to stand up. And they're like, well, are you going to send Americans over here? And the American people are like, man, we're fucking tired of the Europeans. We really are. Um, and I said on this show, yeah, I said invasion. He's got too many troops there to be there for training. And he's got them surrounded on 3 sides. Did they fire him yet? What, Brian Seltzer? Oh, good Lord. Some of these people suck. Everybody's getting a podcast. Okay. I don't see anything in the news about which Seltzer are you talking about? Give me- That's what I thought, Brian. Did they fire him yet? Yeah, now he's the most famous person they got. Maybe they're doubling down on some of the people that, because you don't want a lot of change, and he's a lackey. You can always use a lackey. He got promoted. Wow, these peanuts. 2 days ago, just CNN to give viewers a lot more brand sales. A lot. 1 day ago. I wonder why. I wonder why. Chief Media Correspondent and Anchor. Is that his title? They fired Goldust. Oh my god! Oh my god! This whole thing is so unseemly. Oh my god! And it's. I think a lot of this Joe Rogan stuff is part of that, right? It's this idea that, oh, look what he's doing over there. Don't look over here. We're fine. Look over there. Look at Joe Rogan. He's a racist. Hey, look over there. Meanwhile, people are still going, what are you talking about, CNN? You suck. Oh my god. Outrageous. Everybody thought he was gonna get fired. Oh, he looks ridiculous. Chief correspondent Brian Suts will host a daily version of reliable source for CNN Plus, the upcoming subscription service set to debut this spring. Ugh, what is this? All right. A number of other figures who will have shows on CNN Plus, including Don Lemon, Wolf Blitzer, Anderson Cooper, and Jay Tapper. So you just slid everybody over and said you're going to be on TV, and we're going to give you more money for because we need content. What are you going to do? Eventually, they're going to have CNN's cooking eggs with you to show that they're your friends. Hmm. So what is up with Bob Saget? I mean, they sound like they say he fell, he hit his head and laid it down. I get that. But then the coroner said he had catastrophic damage to his brain. Not hit, like to the like somebody hit him in the back of the head with a bat or something, right? I was like, what? And the family be like, don't release his autopsy. Whole thing's very bizarre. So let's look up that. Normally I'm not crazy about um celebrities, but still. Yeah. Candace Cameron Burr says there are a lot of questions. So here's the thing. How do you know he fell and climbed into bed? All right, are we gonna Bob Saget takes on a different role in design a rap video. All right, so yeah, his last role was in a rap video. Okay. Watch Bob Rose final. Candace Cameron says there are a lot of questions that the Bob Saget family sues authorities. Bob Saget's family temporarily blocks release of his death investigation record. Why? This is those things where, and mind you, Bob, like he's normal. He was tall and thin. He was sort of looking brown and like sick, like how you look when you get cancer, you puff up. Um, oh man, so they haven't released. They were going to, but they didn't release it. Who is going to handle nightly war updates? Yeah. What I mean, what could possibly have happened to Bob Saget? I mean, if it was, remember the guy from The Kids in the Hall apparently fell out a window, right? His wife found him in the morning lying 2 floors down on the deck. Some people have low windows and they drink and fall over the balcony, a waist railing. Here's what happens when you live in a giant house by yourself and something like that happens. No one knows where you are. They'll stumble across you, right? Some think he fell in the shower, got up, got in bed, and that's where they found him the next day. But you thinking he fell in the shower doesn't mean he fell in the shower. And if it was that bad, wouldn't you be like, oh, I gotta call somebody, like get a doctor up here? Oh, who goes, oh, I'm just gonna lay down. Well, actually, maybe you do, I need to lay down, just lay down for a second. All of a sudden, you're out, right? In a stroke, what did they say he died of? I mean, a stroke is no, an aneurysm is like a blood clot bleeding in your brain and you die. Okay, now I forgot what he died of. An autopsy report was released February 9th, 2020, and found that Bob Saget had blunt head trauma from an accidental blow to the back of the head, likely from a fall, and subsequently died from a subdural hematoma and subarachnoid hemorrhage in his sleep. So they saying it just slowly bled and slowly bled and slowly bled while he slept until there was enough pressure in there to cause like a kind of and kill him. But found second had trauma. And how do you first of all how do you know it was an accidental blow? For you saying that precludes any investigation, right? You saying it was an accident precludes any on a bed headboard. Yeah, if there was a woman there, right? Likely from a fall. But there was no blood. So how do you know it was a fall? I don't know. This whole thing seems weird. I'm not accusing his wife of or anything like that. Don't get me wrong. And he was out on tour by himself, right? Um, but a lot of shit happens on tour. Bob Saget predicted his own death. I think we all predicted our own death, right? Watch, I'm gonna do it right now. I'm gonna die. I don't know when or where or how, but I'm gonna die. You know what? I'm gonna go there and say that you are likely to die too. I don't know when or where, but you are likely to die. Did I say likely? Yeah, I'm gonna go with likely. I know I don't want to say it's an assurity. I'm gonna go with likely because not everybody dies. Jesus didn't die. That will get some Haps ratings. Oh my goodness. Um, I mean, how do you know he fell in the shower? From a fall. See, here's the thing. How do you fall in the shower? You slip on something. I used to rollerblade, right? So normally, when you lose your balance, you stand up, right? Because you get your balance back because you expect to be stable. But on skates, when you do that, your heels kick out, and then you stand up and you go straight over like a tree. Boom. So when I was teaching people how to rollerblade, I would tell them, first of all, you're gonna fall, so don't worry about falling. Get used to the idea, and then that will make people a little more comfortable. But then I would tell them that if you're gonna fall, squat down close to the floor, because you're gonna want to stand straight up, but you're on wheels. Because then once you do that, your feet are gonna go click, 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 and then you're gonna start teetering backwards, and you can't put your hands down. You'll crack the back of your head open, and you'll be dead. But this way, if you do lean, like if you try and get down, even if you do fall, you're gonna pitch yourself forward and land on your hands, right? Plus, you'll be closer to the ground. I taught tons of people how to rollerblade, tons of people, and I did it all for free as part of me being a fucking hippie. Um, no, never segued. Everything I did was physical, right? So skating up and down, was physical. Bike riding, rollerblading, uh, longboarding, push, 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 right? All that good stuff. Um, so if he's in a shower and he falls, it's not a lot of room to. I mean, you may hit and clump around on shit and fall. I got. It's more dangerous for old people. Um, unless he fell backwards out the shower, right? Hit his head on the floor. Bam! I can see that happening. Uh, but was it a bathtub shower or was it a walk-in shower? Everything now is a walk-in shower. So was the floor wet like a prison floor and he slipped it? Was there no rugs or towels on the floor? This whole thing sounds very weird to me. Um, and this is why it's always good. I don't know what the room looks like, but it's always good to go to whatever location and look around and be like, uh-huh, right. Why don't we go check the camera to see what time he came in, see if anybody visits the room, because there's gonna be hallway cameras. It was not a restaurant, but like a motel or a hotel, because he was on tour. Um, if it's a head injury, it sounds like something else is going on, right? Maybe they'll find out that he had herpes or something, or he was actually secretly a woman, or I don't know. You don't want right? Oh, he hit his head and died. Oh, and it says here that he was originally a lady, and now we never knew Bob Saget was for Bobina Colombo. Columbia. You mean Columbo, right? Either we need Columbo, we need Perot, we need Miss Marple, we need yeah, damn spell check. We need all of the great classic turn of the 20th century mystery masters, right? First mystery author was Arthur Conan Doyle with Sherlock Holmes, right? The first detective, first mystery novel. First horror novel was Edgar Allan Poe's what? It was Edgar Allan Poe, right? Wasn't it Edgar Allan Poe? Would you consider, let's go horror novel, would you consider Mary Shelley's Frankenstein the first horror story? Or would you think consider it with Poe? The Castle of Otranto. The genre was invented by Horace Walpole. 1765 may be said to have been founded the horror story as a legitimate literary form. Hmm. Because I know that there were scary stories before. Why am I thinking? Why was Franken? No, Poe. What genre did Edgar Allan Poe create then? What genre did Edgar Allan Poe create? So Edgar Allan Poe invented the modern detective story. Edgar Allan Poe is credited with initiating. That's not inventing. That it could be making it popular. Initiating the modern detective story. I mean, detective story has been around forever, right? I mean, Hamlet is essentially a detective story. Epstein and Saget. Maybe they knew too much. All right. So, what is um who wrote Sherlock Holmes? Arthur Conan Doyle. Arthur Conan Doyle created what genre? I thought he created a genre. Genre did. Detective fiction. So when was Poe? I'm sorry. I'm trying to Edgar Allan Poe. Died 1849. The Annabelle Lee, right? October 7th, 1849. Conan Doyle. Conan Doyle. Died July 1930. Okay, so Conan Doyle was born. Oh wait, let's look at this again. He was born 1859, and that's 10 years after Poe died. All right, so I guess I was wrong about both of them. Well, that's disappointing. I wonder what killed Bob Saget. We do need a detective. See that short little rabbit hole? Oh, good lord. Oh, my eyes. Ooh wee. It is a weekend. Remember, you earned this weekend. You should get something. Go have a beer. Go kiss a girl or a boy if that's your thing. Uh, the world is your oyster. Oh, here's a story I wanted to get at. So they did a a poll, not a poll. They crunched some numbers about gay people, and they found out that there's more gay people now than there was 20 years ago. And I was like, that could be for a couple of reasons. I was thinking about this all day. I was like, What are the reasons that that could be? Poll shows U.S. has seen a record 7.1% of adults now identify as lesbian or gay. Number of adults who identify as lesbian or gay has doubled in the past decade. It's doubled. So here's the thing. Going back to a conversation I told you about that I had with a woman in the bar, some that got lawyer. It seems like 20 years ago now. How she was telling me that all gay people are born gay. And I was like, nah, some people choose. And she was outraged, right? This is proof of that. Some people get sick of your bullshit. Some people don't have any, some people do anything. It's like some people do anything on camera, right? From licking toilets to like some of the wildest sexual shit ever. And then go home and kiss their mama with that mouth, for God's sakes, right? Some people do anything. So don't tell me that you are shocked that people will do something, right? People, I may not do this, that, or the other thing, but I will definitely do that, this, and that thing. And you may think that, this, and that thing are absolutely out of bounds, but you'll do, right? And nobody's going to do that. And we will all look at the person who will do all of it and any of it, not just for money, for free. Like, you know what I mean? So this is that. I'm like, in a land where divorce is broken, everybody's growing, our children are divorced, growing with one family member, you can break people, right? Some people idolize shit so much they want to be that thing, right? And it manifests in humans all sorts of ways. And so, what the people in charge, or the people getting money for this, that for this organization and that cause and this, they want to control the narrative. There's only one reason why, and how dare you say anything else? Oh, now we have to raise money because we're under attack by what that guy said. That guy must be canceled because what he's saying we can't, oppose or defend or anything. And getting him canceled is a good way to get him to go away. Uh yeah, it is. It is to laugh. Ha ha! Right? So yeah, some people are obviously choosing to be gay, right? Easier for women, no stigma. And they're just sick of men shit, but you still like company and somebody to talk to, and now somebody likes the same thing you like. Oh, and look, we're the same size and we can fit the same dresses. And everybody's got vibrators now, so it's not that hard. And you can have kids without a man. So there are no like barriers of family. Why wouldn't you call yourself a lesbian? Right? There's been a ton of those women who then ran off with a guy. Right? We've seen it before. The famous rock Rolling Stone editor, Jan, I want to say his name is Jan something. Married forever, had a famous affair with a male staffer, was gonna leave his wife for it. It lasts forever. No one could stop it. I, no, what is it Weber? Jan Weber. Is it Jan Weber? And then after it ran its course, he was like, "Yeah, I'm going back to my wife and family in my $100 million house." I don't know what I was thinking. Jan Wiener, is that it? Jan Wiener? Yeah. He's like, "I'm gonna go back." And whatever happened to that gay young staffer. But yeah, I'm gonna take a break from my wife to have some sex with some young man. Nah, I'm heterosexual again. Yep, keeping it moving. Do 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 do. Okay. At that sphere, people were just kind of like, "Oh, Jan's back. Hey, how's golf? Oh, no one cares." I live down here in the real world. That shit don't play, brother. It don't play. You become gay. We got love for you. Peace out. Hang chill. We grew up with you. We're not gonna abandon you. But then you come back from being gay. Yeah, I'm straight now. Now we just think you're not serious. um, Jan Wiener. Yeah, with two N's. Is an American magazine magnet. Yeah. He's got 6 kids. And no one talks to him about it. When he goes, I have no one goes, oh, by the way, with that thing that you did yet, but you can keep asking some people that just, it's just the environment. It's so fucking some people are above it, and he's one of them. How much is this dude worth? He's 75 years old now. How much is he worth? Let's see it. Da-da-da-da-da. Oh no, wrong. Broke up his marriage from 67 to 95. Partners Matt Matt Nye from 1995 to present. So apparently he's now gay. But he went back to her. Did he go back to her? I remember this from 1,000 years ago, thinking, man, Hootie and the Blowfish Review. What was his criticism of Hootie and the Blowfish Review? Wiener fired rock critic Jim DeRogatis in 1996 after DeRogatis published a negative review from an album by the then popular band Hootie and the Blowfish. Wiener pulled DeRogatis' review from the magazine, asked by the New York Observer if Wiener was a fan of Hootie and the Blowfish. DeRogatis responded that Wiener is a fan of any band that sells 8 million records. Wiener fired DeRogatis the next day. Yeah, you talk shit about your boss. Yeah. You work for somebody. Your boss doesn't have to be a nice guy. A lot of these guys are probably they're assholes. We've been talking about it. But yeah, if I'm running the company, my dream company, right? And you go, yeah, it's so and so's podcast, and he pulled my clip. Why do you think he put your clip? Because I said something mean about X, and he likes X. That's legitimate. But to say that, like, well, I said something mean about so and so, and no, it's a kiss ass for so and so. Then I'm like, yo, fuck you, get out. Yeah, that's just perfectly legit. Um, yeah, buying kids, it's just all ridiculous. Ugh. Ugh. It's scuzzy. I mean, it's so bad. How can you burn your wife down like that? But I am curious to know how much money Rolling Stone, because it's the age of magazines are over, is over, but but $700 million. That's yeah. It's look, the Rolling Stones is essentially a magazine of commercials for musicians, right? It's no different than what all these media companies are trying to be tastemakers and and you know trendsetters and make some people popular. They're not really interested in the news of the day. Uh, and people look for relaxation and a way to get away. And in the age of magazines, that was the number one way, right? Time magazine was, you know, a staple for 50 years before it sort of went under. When I was a kid, Time magazine, the paper was about a foot and a half high, and it was a big ass, full of color. It was beautiful. Now it's like, man, everything's online. Nobody's buying your magazine. Uh, but the Rolling Stones too used to be bigger. Now it's smaller, but it's still publishing. And I guess people are still buying it. Who's reading the fucking Rolling Stone? I get who's reading Variety, actors, producers, directors, right? They've got a guild of people who seek out Variety for when a movie's going to be made, who's acting, who's a breakout star, who just landed this role for her first movie, who's da 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 da. I totally get people get, but Rolling Stones. I mean, why would you need the Rolling Stones nowadays with the internet? I mean, Justin Bieber didn't need the Rolling Stones. He got famous on YouTube. So did Shawn Mendes, right? So did Amila Cabello Galea or whatever her name is, right? So many of them do. Um, I would argue so did Pete Davidson, right? A lot of his clips were on YouTube. Uh, I don't know. I don't know. What time is it? Woo! It's 8:30. All right. We got an hour and a half of showing today. I want to thank everybody. We're really gonna do this thing, man. And we we're gonna figure it out. These video games you play, do they let you buy things like Fortnite? No, I don't play any. Well, I buy some games. I buy games that I haven't even played yet. So I have Cyberpunk 2044, and but there's a lot of games that are good that are free. I play those, but I don't play anything with loot boxes or and that's loot Fortnite. It's loot box. Um, and Fortnite is a game that's just a pain in the ass for me, so I don't play that. Uh, yeah, but what I'm playing now is Bannerlord. I bought Mass Effect. I was gonna play that on stream, but I might play Bannerlord on stream, right? Because the idea of Bannerlord is you jump into a medieval world and you build a kingdom, right? You meet nobles, you cut their head off, you make alliances with them, you take over their castles, you kill. Yeah, look up Bannerlord. Not Warband. Look up Yeah, look at Bannerlord. Bannerlord is good shit. So, but I'll play anything. I also bought Spelunky, the little platform. I have yet to play that. I uh, I love games. Mind you, I have a lot popping in my brainy pan. So the things I like to do is entertain myself. What I don't like to do is get too into the weeds with buying stuff for video games because I just don't see the point. I think there's enough video games with free shit that you don't have to. And then I heard that loot boxes were taking advantage of kids, and then I just sort of swore them off. So, and I'm not good at Fortnite, but none of the games I play have asked me for money. But if I like the game, like The Witcher, I like The Witcher. I bought the DLC, which is legit, right? Which is downloadable content, DLC downloadable content for the game. And that was, where I got to hunt the vampire. But that was like read the book that you like and then buying like the Harry Potter, right? So you read the Harry Potter books, then you can go out and buy the book about cricket, right? They made a little book about inventing cricket and the history of cricket. I mean, that's just kind of like, but and that's it's like that versus having to buy the book and then having to send the money for the new chapter, right? I mean, I bought the book, the whole book should be here. And that's what I feel like those games are. But it's one thing to buy the book and go, "Hey, you want to read that book with this fancy pointer with a gold tip on it?" And yeah, that's different, right? Enhancing your experience is one thing versus, you know, selling me the same shit back to me. These these pages that that part levels that should have been part of the game essentially. So yeah, all right. That is it for me. The number of adults that identify as lesbian, gay, and transgender have tripled. But I was thinking about this. It also could be the amount of transgender people that came out of the woodwork who are happy to have the surgery and now they have a place to go, right? So as their numbers swelled, they swelled your organization. Could be that. You should always ask why when shit like this instead of just going, huh, okay, la, 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 la. You should stop and go, huh, why? Right? A lot of people don't have answers, and those people hate the word why. Um, So yeah, all right. I guess that is it for me. I am gonna go and bother my homie, play some video games. Um, work on my finger strength because, good lord, that wasn't bad. Working on my bar chords. Working on my bar chords. Let's get a good G in here before we head out. See how long that takes me? I should be able to drop my hand, come back here. Is that right? No, that is not right. What is this anyway? This is B flat. This is a B. This is here. So this is a C. And this is a C. This is a C. And this is a C. So it should be. Hold it. Let's go here. This would be C, B, B flat rather, D. Oh my God, is this D flat? Yeah, I can't even bother. It's gonna take me 10 minutes. You'll know I'm getting good at that when I can do the scale by just. So well, I have. You know what? I have yet to watch the new season of The Witcher on Netflix. I have yet to watch The Wheel of Time. I might do that. I'm supposed to clean this apartment up. I might do that this week. Um, I wonder if when we slide over to Twitch, you know what? We might do that sooner rather than later, because on Twitch you can have watch parties. So yeah, like I said, I got this book right to log when we start the shows, what the shows were about, just to keep it loose and casual here in the house. Um, we're going to start numbering them, and the numbers will blur. So we'll talk about it like today. We talked about the shooting of this young man. Um, so we have that. So the question then becomes: are we gonna start counting from the first of this year to now, which, like I said, is 40 some odd days? Um, and I'm not gonna go back and look up what we talked about, but I will keep track of it now. I'm gonna have to archive all that shit later, and it's 8 months worth of shit. Uh, it is what it is, baby. Do what you love. Stop complaining about it. So that's gonna take me a minute when I get on that project. I'm not even gonna mention when I'm doing it because I don't want to say it and then have it go badly. But I have faith in doing Friday, Saturday, and Sundays for the course of the year. And we haven't even put up any caveats like just in case this, that, the other thing happened. And I have at least a wedding to go to. So maybe I'll somehow figure out how to do that on my phone. But if that was the case, today will be what number day of the year? We can do that really quickly. Where's the calendar? 30 days have September, April, June, and November. All the rest have 31. All right, so January had 31 days. 31 days. And today is the 18th plus 18. 49. So 2022 showed 49. Yeah, I think that's a good way to do it. So from January 1st to now, we've had 49 shows. No, we haven't, because we missed some shows, right? So I think we likely missed one show and sometimes two shows a week. So, but not every week, right? So, one. How many weeks is that? 7 weeks? Let's say we took 7 days off of that, 7 to 10 days. So let's say it's instead of 49, let's say it's between 35 and 39. That seems about right. So let's split the diff and call it 10. That's 49. Let's say it's 39. So tomorrow should be our 40th show, theoretically. I'm going to really crunch these numbers and let you know tomorrow. But we're going to start recounting the shows with a loose title. Hopefully a funny pun-driven title, but that's what we're going to do. How does that sound? I hope everything sounds good. Good job on the Wiener recall, man. Your memory, I like it. Um, ooh. But what do I know? I don't have $700 million. All right. Some people choose Gatum, but look at me. I'm a not polygamous, a polyamorous. Wait, what is it when you date multiple people and you all know you're in one giant sex pile? What is that called? Polyamory, right? Doesn't that mean you married two people? Polyamory means you can be in a relationship with two people. Polygamy means you're married to. All right, so polyamory, right? Why? Because I'm celibate. So I might as well be whatever. I might as well say I'm gay because it doesn't matter. I'm celibate. See the point? And if I start dating somebody, then I'll stop being whatever I just said I was. See the point? Yeah, yeah, exactly. Well, Will Chamberlain was just running around with everybody. I'm talking about being monogamous with two people. Even in my goofy fantasy, I can't be a run around guy, right? So in my head of this, there's uh the two types. What are the two types? The mother and the Madonna, the sister Madonna. No, what is it? One is supposed to be like the sexy hot girl that you want to bang all the time, and the other one is supposed to be the mom figure that you can tell your troubles to, and you can right. Uh, the Madonna, the whore Madonna is the whore Madonna. I think it's the whore Madonna. Um, I think it is the whore Madonna. Whore Madonna. In psychoanalytical lecture, a Madonna horror complex is the inability to maintain sexual arousal within a committed, loving relationship. Really? Men in this complex desire a sexual partner who has been degraded, the whore, while they cannot desire the respected partner, the Madonna. Really? Oh, I thought it meant that you like some girls who were like the dirty girl, but you also like the demure nice girls, right? Can't you like those two? They're saying something totally different. They're saying I don't sound like they're saying you hate women to me. I don't know, man. What do I know? Um, all right. We are gonna end this. But like I said, you are what you are until you decide not to be that thing, right? Or you are what you are when you decide to be that thing. So I date supermodels only. And that's why you don't see any around here. Until I don't, right? No one has any qualms or ethical sense of anything anymore. That's really where we're at. Do whatever feels good, do whatever feels right, don't hurt anybody, knock yourself out. There's a certain sense of validity to that because all of human history has been some king, monarch, bullshit artist, dictator telling you what to do. In these small ways here in America, which I'm talking to you from, yeah, be gay if you want to be gay. If you liked women all your life and decided this summer I'm gonna run around with dudes, who cares? Knock yourself out. Doesn't take any fucking skin off my nose. However, all the political shit still applies. Still applies. Be committed to it. Be serious about it. Don't play games with it. Don't come through as a looky loo and a layabout to my dismal existence, taking fucking pictures, right? And claiming to be something while we're trying to get universal health care or police reform, all those things. Those things are serious. But who you're sleeping with, leaving your wife for, it may be an interesting story, but that has really has nothing to do with me. Hey, Dr. G, happy Friday to you. Yes, please, everyone. I hope you guys have a rocking weekend. Uh it I know these pods should be later. Most people kick off their pods either at 2 in the afternoon or at like 10 at night. And I'm here in the in between times. Um, we'll suss it all out. It's been a while since I quit drinking. Like I mentioned earlier in the pod. Um, who was I talking to? I might have been talking to somebody else. So I quit drinking, just sort of like it ran its course, and I was sort of over it. Um, in like December, I want to say like December 8th or 10th, somewhere around there. Um, I sleep more. Things change. Is change inevitable? Yeah, but you can also affect change, right? In purposeful ways, like quitting smoking, quitting drinking, right? Throwing a salad in the mix every day. I eat a salad every day. Um, without being a zealot. I'm going to be a super vegan and not eat anything with a face, and I'm only gonna. Oh, look, I'm eating. You know, you can enjoy your life, but take care of your body. You only get one, is all I'm saying. Um, Yeah, change is absolutely inevitable, right? But you can also force change, and that you want to be in. I guess what I'm saying is you want to be in control of change, right? So if what's in what if people are moving in, right, to your neighborhood, and they're all young go-getters, and you're like, oh, these young people with their clubs and their all night staying out and drinking. I moved to this quiet uh seaside community for my painting or my quiet existence. That's change. You have to deal with it. You have to cope with it. Well, maybe I'll paint the kids, maybe I'll go down there, have a mate, or you could you know, exert change in your life, pick up and move, right? You want to be in control of the change. You don't want to, if you don't want to move, maybe engage them, right? Maybe uh, meet the change head on. But change is inevitable. There are several versions of it. You won't always like it, but you can mitigate it if you don't like it. I was about to say well, there's nothing you can do, right? You have to deal with it, but you can mitigate change by how you view it as well. It's your weekend, right? You deserve this weekend. Have a ball with this weekend. This is not a respite for you to hide from work. It's for you to make memories and do some grand, cool shit. Watch that movie you were gonna watch. Go see Spider-Man with Tom Holland, that young British man. Yeah, have some faith. I will see you in the next one. Next one's tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat channel, I would say. Um, and yeah, we have to figure out what number of shows we are. It should be a fairly simple fix. But I know me. If I go back and look at January to now, which you're saying is about 39 days, uh I might look back to June and see how many days we fully have. And if I do that, then whew, all hell the king, baby, because we might be show and they were categorized too, but we might be well around show number what, 200 easily from June to now, 8 months. Not every day 8 months, but 8 months. 30 days has September, April, June, and November, all the rest of the thing. All right. June has let's average it out. June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February. Excellent. So let's average out all of that to be 30. June February has 28. Fine. Some will have one more, one less. That's 30 times 9, what, 9, 18. Why are we going to count 30? 9, 18, 27, 36. 9 times 15 is what? 9 times 30. 270, right? 90, blah, blah. 9 times 9 times 39, 18, 27. Yeah, so we're gonna say that's like 270 shows, possible shows. So we're gonna say we missed some of those. So I'm assuming of that 270, we actually have about 240 shows. That's a healthy estimate. A low estimate, I would say, would be 220. A high estimate, we don't have 270. A high estimate would be maybe 250, 240 is a high estimate. So maybe 200. We definitely have 200 shows. 70 shows would be 3 months. We did not miss 3 months worth of shows. So yeah, let's relook at this. So 270 days, right? If I mi- if I packed all the shows that I missed together, I probably missed since June. I probably missed about 2 months worth of shows smattered through the course of 8 months. Okay, so that sounds right to me. So 6 months times nine. I was doing 9 times 30. What was I doing? So now, because I was doing 9 times 30 times one. All right, so 6 months. Ugh, I'm gonna have to. I'm trying to math in my head. I'm just embarrassing myself. Where the hell is the calculator? It's good to do. It's good to do math in your head, even when you're wrong. It's like doing push-ups. It's nice to do 100, but if you can't, it's still good to do 10. So let's do this. 6 months times 30 days. 180 shows. I thought it would be more than that. That that 180 shows. All right, hold on. So what was 9 months times? Hold it. Yeah, 270. So you're telling me I missed 90 shows, which is 3 months. That I said 6 months, and I said 2 months, so they would be seven, eight, nine. Right? No, okay. So I'm sorry. Come on, get the math right. So let's do this. 7 months times an average 30 shows a month. So yeah, 200 about 210 shows. That sounds about right to me. 180 sounded low, 270 sounded high. Splitting the difference, we wanted to do 240, which seemed right to me. This says 210. So that's got to be the base bottom minimum of how many shows we've done. Um and then there are the guest appearances. Because some shows we did 2 shows a day, and then we had marathon shows. Woo wee! All right, if I dig into this thing, we'll start counting by March 1st. And by March 1st, I'm going to have, wow, March 1st is a week and 3 days away. I'm going to have proper count and a way to organize this shit. Because this is more of a vlog than anything else. And if I'm going to vlog it, then I'm going to really vlog it. And we're going to do cooking and a whole bit. But we're going to have have a system because we're not animals, for God's sakes. So yeah, we're just coming here, right? The pages are numbered. We'll write the show night date, and we'll treat like the old command log books. You come in, you sign the command log, day, date, who the boss is, name of the show, special guests, if any, salient points made, questions we had that we didn't we thought we need to look out for on the horizon because that happens a lot too. We always go, this doesn't make any sense. And then like 2 months later, we're here going, remember when we said this didn't make any fucking sense? And now here we are. What is this? All right. Yeah, I should write that down. Where is my book? God dang it. I had a book of freaking it's in the other room. All right. March 1st. March. I thought the Bengals were due, right? But I went for the Chiefs. Then the Bengals beat the Chiefs, and I really thought the Bengals were due, but I wanted Beckham to win, so I went for the Rams, and the Rams won, even though I thought the Bengals were due. Every now and then, it's good for me to go through my thought process on something that panned out to see where I was and if I yeah. Don't even get me started. That's why I'm sitting here thinking about yeah. I'm sorry. March 1st. Okay, what do we have? Numbered shows. Numbered shows. Special s- special guests as well as do we want to call them extra shows? What would you call the extra shows that we did? When I was someone's special guest or they were mine. Okay, I'm only going to count me as someone else's special guest. But I should count my special guest. There's going to be special guest me, okay, and special guest mine. So mine is my own special guest, and special guest me is me being a special guest on someone's show. See, that makes sense if you think like I should be doing it this way. That makes sense if you think about it. Derp, 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 derp. All right, March 1st. Let's put this in a conspicuous place. And we said 240, right? We wanted it to be that, but the thing said we guessed 240. My guess is 240. So, but there was a 210 is what the average was. My average guess. All right, this is going to be really interesting. We're going to keep this here. Uh, it's 10 days away. I'm always plotting shit and not doing it. I'm supposed to be cleaning this room. Some of this gets done tomorrow. The storm is moving through. What time is it? It's 9 o'clock. All right, we got to get off of this thing. I have to go first I have to get something to eat, and then I have to avoid the giant storm. What's the weather outside?
It's currently clear and 43 degrees.
What's the weather tomorrow?
Should be sunny tomorrow.
Where is the rain? Wow, it's beautiful tonight. Where's the special weather statement? National Weather Service special weather statement. What's the special weather statement? Special weather statement until Saturday, 7 p.m. Damn, that's 22 hours away. Avoid the subject. Avoid the subject. Avoid the subject event as per the instruction. Avoid the subject event, okay? Increase fire. Increase fire danger Saturday afternoon. Gusty westerly, west northwesterly winds are expected Saturday. 15, 20 miles an hour. Ooh, know what that means? That means I'm going to open the windows and burn some sage. I'm back to that. Virginia residents are reminded that open burning is prohibited before 4 p.m. each day. I love the South. I really fucking do. A lot of racists, but you know, the New South, I get to carry a gun to, and we can all party like it's 1999. Russia and the Ukraine, the tangled history that connects and divides them. Yeah, I can't even right now with Russia and the Ukraine. I'm trying to learn to play guitar so I can impress uh maybe a starlet. Also, I have a rich in imagination. All right. I'm gonna open this window. I can feel the cold out there. I'm going to close that window. I'm going to thank all of you for coming through. I hope you have a good Friday. Pretty good peanuts. Got a lot to do. We should start doing it. Maybe this will be about anti-procrastination. That'd be a nice little side gig, right? What more of these? We are writ to go. We just need to organize ourselves. This is indeed the final goodbye. You know, luckily we don't have a boss, so we can do these slow goodbyes, man. It's like leaving a party. You do a loop, you say goodbye to everybody. When I begin to leave a party, it's going to take me 20 minutes because I'm a polite person. I talk to all my friends who were there. I let them know I'm leaving. I know people are like, where's Bob? He left a half hour ago. He ain't even say goodbye. One of those people. All right. It's your weekend. Go get some of it. Big chunks, like it's cake. Eat all of it. Lean all into it. It's your weekend. Have a good time. I will see you in the next one. The next one is tomorrow, 6:30-ish, likely 7. 6:30, probably 7. But 6:30 is what we're aiming for. But 7, don't be surprised. But 6:30 is when we will all be here. But it's more likely it's going to be 7. So don't be just if you're not. But 6:30. You know what I'm saying? All right. Don't stress because, again, it's your weekend. Enjoy it. Enjoy yourself. Take care of yourself, William. Dr. G, I hope I see the rest of you guys.